come on, just unmute.
Hi, good morning, guys, and welcome to Unique Not Different with me, Shamla. And today I have Mr. Ryan Cameron. Cameron, he actually achieved one of his milestones recently, where he was successful in his CSEC exam. And Ryan is here today to talk about being blind and going to mainstream school and the challenges he had, as well as the positive impact he has on his community. So, good morning, Ryan. How are you
Good
doing?
morning, everyone. I'm pretty good right now.
Okay, so first of all, congratulations on your recent accomplishment. Can you tell us what school you went to and what how many subjects you actually achieved?
Okay, thanks. I attended Davis Secondary School and I wrote 8 subjects at CXC. I got all passes in them.
Congratulations. And you are blind. You are currently blind, right? What? Yes. So what led to your circumstances being blind?
Well, there weren't anything directly related to it. I have glaucoma. So we discovered it around when I was 5 years old.
Right.
And at that point, I had already lost most of my sight. And that's basically how we have arrived to this point. There wasn't anything directly leading to it.
And in terms of your transition at the age of 5 and moving forward, what would you say was the motivating factor to continue on from going from being, having vision to being blind? What contributed to you moving on and going on to a mainstream school?
Well, I would say when I was at 5, I didn't totally understand everything that was happening.
Right.
And my parents were the biggest part of going back to mainstream school and all of that. So it was definitely them pushing for it. And that's how I got back there.
Nice. And in terms of coping in school, being a blind student, were you the only blind student? And how did your teachers accommodate you during your time in school?
Well, when I was in primary school, I was the only blind student there, but towards the end of my time at Davis Secondary School, there were multiple blind students there, I think at least 3. So I have to commend the school for creating that platform for blind people, first of all. And second of all, the teachers were very welcoming. They were always willing to make whatever arrangements I needed to get my work done within their power. So I would say as far as teachers and schools went, it was very good.
In terms of assistive devices, were you able to use assistive devices in school?
Yes, I was allowed to. Yes, I was.
Okay, and now leading up to CXC, what was and COVID especially, going from physical school to virtual school, how was the transition for you, and was it a challenge, the transition itself?
Well, at the point of COVID coming, I think at that point a lot of it was down to me just revising my work for CXC. Yeah. So for me, it wasn't so hard, and I'm already used to using my computer a lot, regardless. So the transition in that sense was not difficult.
So actually, what I take out of that answer is that you were prepared even before.
Yeah.
So it's just basically to continue on and wait until the exam. So in terms of now that you are successful, what are your plans now presently?
Well, I really want to open my business. I've always planned to do that. And I'm also a huge fan of sports. So I really want to study something in sports. And I would really like to, that's my passion. So that's my plan right now.
What's your favorite type of sports?
Football.
Football
is my favorite sport. Right now I'm actually wearing a football t-shirt, so.
Yes, and so what you mentioned business. What type of business?
I would like to get into the food industry, And from there, I'm very flexible about everything. It's all about what I think is going to work at that time.
Nice. So what advice would you like to give to students currently, as well as even adults and the population of Trinidad and Tobago, in terms of moving forward, pushing forward, being a success, and having ambition?
Well, I would say let challenges be a motivation rather than something that puts you down, because that's how I always looked at it. I like to have the challenge. It was more interesting for me to be challenged rather than have everything easily. And that would be what I have to say to them.
That was straight to the point and actually impactful. Ryan, I wish you all the best in terms of, your business in the going into the food sector, and also becoming a sports journalist. I really wish you all the best, and maybe who knows, we would see a blind sports journalist soon. And I wish you all the best going forward in your career, and also not only career in your studies, to move forward towards your goals. Thank you so much for coming and sharing.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
It was my pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's segment of Unique Not Different. Until next week, as I always say, be good, do good. Bye, guys.